Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to start a new series all about mastering the data binding in Android app development. In this first video, we will dive into the basics with an introduction to data binding. Data binding is a powerful feature in Android that allows you to bind UI components in our layout files directly to the data sources like view model, activity, fragments in the app's architecture. This data binding is only for XML view. If we are using Jetpack Compose, there is no need of this data binding and view binding. Firstly, let's take a look how data binding works. It eliminates the need for boilerplate code by automatically synchronizing data between your UI components and data sources. We'll see a quick example. First thing, we need to set up a data binding in our Android project. It is a pretty straightforward. Open Android Studio and go to app level Gradle file. Inside the Android tag, just write build future, and inside we need to give data binding true. So it is pretty straightforward. By this we are just enabled the data binding support for our Android project. Since we are getting warning, we just go ahead and solve that. If we use data binding, we need to use Kotlin Cap plugin also. So just we need to add that too. Go to the top and inside the plugins enter ID Kotlin Cap. Just sync the project. Once it is synced successfully, our warning is gone. Next, we need to modify our layout file. Open our layout file. We need to change this layout files to use a layout tag and wrap our existing layout content inside it. We can easily do this by clicking on a parent layout and click option plus return or control plus enter, and here we are getting convert to data binding. If you see here, this is the preview which is directly taking our content into the layout tag. Once you select it, it will be converted like this. We can do this manually, but this is the pretty easy way to do that. Now finally, in our activity or fragment, we need to obtain an instance of generated binding classes. Opening the activity, so this is different for activity and fragment. For now we will just explore for activity. So first thing we need to do is just create a variable binding equal to, we need to use the data binding util. Is not there, try to resync the project, and now it is there. Just importing and click on dot set content view, and inside we need to pass our resource id or dot layout dot activity main. So here we need to specify the type of this variable. So here we are just having the name activity underscore main, means the data type will be activity main binding, whatever the name we have, and plus binding. So that is its data types. Here we need to pass one another thing, this instance. So here just pass this activity instance. That's it. Now we just created the binding instance here. If you see this file, this is navigating to our XML file. This is how data binding works. This is generated by our data binding library when we converting our XML to layout. If we not making this layout change, you will not see this class. Now we created the instance. Let's see how we can access this text view. We no need to call this. So just binding dot. Now we need to enter our ID. Since here there is no ID, we just create one ID here. Just copying that ID. Now after the dot, we need to specify our component ID. So here our component ID is text view hello, and we just change the text to code conscious. And that's it guys. By this video, you will have a solid understanding of data binding in Android, and we'll explore all other data binding features in upcoming videos. Thank you.